Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all okay and doing your work properly. So that's why very good to all of you. So let's continue at chapter 4 of class 12. That is your reproductive health. And today we will discuss about infertility. As we are studying about reproductive health, so if we not study about infertility, then this chapter is incomplete. So we have to understand this topic and to study this topic, that is infertility. Infertility means when a couple is unable to produce any child. When a couple is unable to produce any child. So why this occur? Who is responsible for this? Either the female partner or the male partner. What are the suggestions or remedies for this infertility? Nowadays, many clinical devices are invented or discovered which help the couples who are infertile, means who can't reproduce. So these devices and the clinical approaches in the direction of to fulfill the requirement of the couples and to have a child, different techniques are evolved or discovered. So they help the infertile couple or the couples having no child and are getting so much benefits. But we will study that what are its demerits. Let's start that what are the techniques nowadays which is used for completing or to give or to have a child for the infertile couples. So these techniques combinedly called as assisted reproductive technology or ART. That is called as assisted reproductive technology, in which we will study about gift, then your gift, AI, ICSI. Clear? So these are the different techniques which we will study. IUI. GIFT means zygote intrafallopian transfer. This is zygote intrafallopian transfer. Then your gift, this is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Next one is AI, means artificial insemination. Artificial insemination. Next one is intracytoplasmic. ICSI means intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Sperm injection. And next one is intrauterine, IUI, intrauterine insemination. Intrauterine insemination. So students, these are the techniques which are considered under ART, means assisted reproductive technology nowadays, which is very helpful for those couples who have no child. So these techniques are of GIFT, means zygote intrafallopian transfer, then GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, AI, artificial insemination, ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, and IUI. So how these techniques are helpful or beneficial for organisms? As you know that in vitro fertilization, which is in short called as IVF, means in vitro fertilization, and one is called in vivo fertilization. In vivo fertilization. In vitro fertilization means when fertilization takes place in the laboratory, whereas in vivo fertilization means when fertilization occurs inside the female body. So how do we will able to understand this in vitro fertilization? As we know that the reproductive or assisted reproductive technologies are used to having a child. So here let's first understand about GIFT means zygote intrafallopian transfer. As I have told you, why the couples do not have child? Maybe due to the male partner or maybe due to the female partner. But always in our society, the female is blamed for this, that any demerit or lacks any dysfunctioning of any system in the female body. So this is not true always. Sometimes males are also responsible for it. So here, to overcome from this problem means zygote intrafallopian transfer is done in the laboratory, means this is called as in vitro fertilization. Here the sperm is collected, means why the sperm is collected? Suppose the insemination capacity of the male may be less, means he can't inseminate properly in the female body, due to which although they are using no protections during coitus, still they have no child. But here one solution is by collecting the sperm from the male or from a healthy donor, that is the ovum is also collected from the female. The sperm and ovum are fertilized in the laboratory and put in the test tube, and when it is in the stage of 8 blastomeres, as you know that blastomeres, after formation of zygote, blastomeres 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 cell occurs. So when it is in the 8 blastomere stage, then what happens? Then it is put inside the fallopian tube. Clear? Then it is put in the fallopian tube. That's why it is called as zygote intrafallopian transfer. Means here fertilization will not take place inside the female body. Fertilization takes place in the laboratory or in the test tube, and after forming the zygote, means both ovum and sperm fertilize in the test tube, and when the zygote is formed and it reaches in the 8 blastomere stage, then it is put in the fallopian tube of the female. So this is called as zygote intrafallopian transfer. Clear, students? So next is, if the 8 blastomere, more than 8 blastomere stage is implanted, then it is directly introduced into the uterus. As we know that in the uterus only implantation occurs, and in fallopian tube fertilization occurs. So if the zygote is in the 8 blastomere stage, then it is put in the fallopian tube, and when it is more than 8 blastomere stage, means in 16 blastomere, means in the Morgula stage, then it is transferred to the uterus, directly introduced to the uterus. So in this technique, or this technique is helpful for many couples who are infertile. Next is your GIFT, means gamete intrafallopian transfer. In this case, if or suppose the female gamete or female fallopian tube is blocked, or the gamete is not formed, not released, so in this case the gamete is collected and it is again fertilized, or either the male produces less sperm, then again the sperm is collected and through artificially it is injected into the female body, through the female body, due to which fertilization occurs. So this is also very helpful for those couples who have no child. Next, artificial insemination, as I have told you, if the male partner have less sperm counts, in this case also artificial, in this case means in artificial insemination, the semen or the sperm is collected from a healthy donor or from the partner, and it is artificially inseminated into the vagina of the female, due to which it goes towards the fallopian tube and fertilizes. Next is your ICSI. This is another technique in which the sperm is directly injected into the cytoplasm of the ovum. Suppose this is ovum, this is nucleus, the cytoplasm, the sperm is directly injected into the ovum. But in this case, either the sperm, fertilization of sperm may be many, So here many child can be burned, means in this case means ICSI, as we know that sperm is very microscopic or it is microscopic in structure, so its count is impossible. So in many cases it happens to be many children like 2 or 3 during intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Next is intrauterine insemination, means when insemination is occurs directly into the uterus, this is called as intrauterine insemination. Clear, students? So these are the different techniques which is used by the infertile couples, but this is not the complete solution. As we know that these techniques or technologies are only available in a few institutes of India, means 2 or 3 institutes of India, and they are also expensive and time taking. That's why all the infertile couples can't get the benefits from these techniques. And the best solution is that adopting a child from any orphanage. Clear? That's why we can make a great future and we can have a child, whether it is ours or others. So the best technique that we should, we have many options and we should adopt a child from orphanage and destitute children. Destitute children. As we know, due to, as they are not getting proper care, so till their growth into adult, they are died. If we adopt the child from this, then we can able to save many lives. So these are the techniques which helpful, but this is not suitable as they are expensive and time taking, and the institutes are only few in our country. So students, this is completion of your chapter 4. Next we will continue our chapter 5.